boy, the Smile for the Pizza One. Welcome back to Madden 22's franchise mode. This is Road to Super Bowl 56, and this week we're still at US Bank Stadium against a divisional rival, the Detroit Lions. So let's get straight into it.
Coming up, the Lions take on the Vikings. Minnesota has won the last 7 games in the series as Detroit looks to end the streak. Next on EA Sports.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious US Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play. You figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. And right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Okay, hopefully this game won't go as bad as the Browns game, but it is a rivalry game, and usually rivalry games in the NFC North are brutal ones.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we
like
are
I've always been saying, the NFC North is known as the black and blue division. If one team is doing bad and they're playing against a divisional rival, it's going to be a good game. Yeah. I forgot Jared Goff is on the Lions now.
This is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Okay.
He takes us beyond the 35 before
Just
going
fullback,
out of
just
bounds.
fullback.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Oh, they go with a tight end carry.
Oh, tight end's not going to get away from Sack Daddy Emerson Griffin. That is what we need. That's what we want to see this year.
Last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
All right.
2nd and 11. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Why are they inactive?
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff.
Oh, and Richard Sherman has picked it.
It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman.
There we go. This is what we want. This is what we need. Richard Sherman is in the game early.
The Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now.
Kirk
Cousins.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team.
We got to get Dalvin
into
this early.
Are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35.
Right.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Third and 1. We can get this. Get Dalvin cooking early in the game.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And he is cooking early. There we go.
Maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Ooh, Larry Fitz. He almost got in. He almost got in.
This one goes for 19 yards.
Put him on the drag route.
Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Again, it's Cook.
And there he is. Cook is in. Oh, Tyler Cook. Oh, my God.
Dalvin Cook.
Tyler, you better not be fully injured.
And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
All right, first quarter.
Point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Let's keep him. Let's keep him. Because it's mostly, it's going to be a bit before we get back onto offense.
Ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Gonna be a little bit.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he
Williams loses the football. And the Vikings
that is good for us.
Right there at the 22.
That is good.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
I was about to get my play, too.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
What are they going to say? Ah, okay. Okay, we'll give it to them. We'll give it to them.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
This is good. Keep them back.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Goff. And a throw
Goff is off.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way. At least not through the first
I didn't mean it to right.
They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fair catch call for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice.
Dalvin
came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
I don't know.
Cousins on 1st down. Flushed out right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this inside
Thielen is the man.
Yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
This is how we do it.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They didn't find a lot of answers to just even get it back into this, it looks like.
Throwing, Cousins. And it's caught. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Cousins gets this one out wide.
There you go.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Adam.
Adam Thielen. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
There's not much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there.
The thing is, would that be counted as a rushing touchdown or a pass? Because sometimes a bubble play when you're throwing behind is counted as rushing.
Down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
They may be ready, but they're not ready for their next drive, I don't think.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
Oh, Anthony. Anthony's got that tackle.
To the 27. And, Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised.
They got a first down.
When he was asked about this being a trap
they're
game.
not always going to lose down, go for punts, throw picks.
That could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything.
Oh, Harry the Hitman got it.
This defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for
Harry the Hitman, that is good.
Made there by Harrison Smith.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
Anthony Barr is in there again.
Well on the football now.
Can he get a sack, though? I haven't had any sacks. So that's actually pretty good.
Out of the gun. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over into October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season.
There we go.
The off-season preparation, the weight workouts.
Larry Fitz. I think Larry Fitz is a good fit for Minnesota. Oh, no, not
this. Do this season, and of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30?
That is magnificent.
So
oh, 2 minutes. Come on.
Now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route
as
your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, D.D. Westbrook.
Complete to Westbrook.
And D.D. got down into the 5.
Before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Cousins again.
There we go. Larry Fitz, first touchdown as a Viking.
Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
He has been open in this game.
Simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. The second quarter, they're down big already.
They're down really
He's
big.
struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take...
Oh, Michael Pierce is in there for another sack.
Michael Pierce and all of his...
I was in the zone. I was just
gets the sack.
really paying
Extra
attention
time
to it.
preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys
really.
might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Timeout.
They'll use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with
Why would
just
they-
over
why would
a
they call it
minute to go
timeout?
before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's
Why would
now
they call it
second
timeout?
down
I've been
and
trying to figure that out.
22 yards to go. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he drops it incomplete.
Ooh,
And the
Mackenzie
struggles
Alexander is
continue
in there.
here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means
I'm just
they'll
trying to figure out why would they
something
call it
here on third
timeout?
down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to be
Not really.
taken down right at
Let me
about
call a
the
timeout.
15-yard line.
You guys call a timeout?
The
I'll
Vikings
call a
gonna send
timeout.
it
I
for
want to
the
get some
first
more
of their
points on the board.
timeouts As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go.
Harrison
in the
Smith
first
with that
half.
tackle. That
Here's
is a-
Jack
that was a good
Fox
tackle
now.
by
As
Harris.
the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-1 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Giving us some
Minnesota
plays that we
offense
can
about
try.
ready to get this next drive underway. First down, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete.
D.D.
He will
Westbrook.
go out right near the 35-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Cousins now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I am just
It's
playing
a
with
gain of
fire
11
with
as the
these
Vikings
throws.
pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he completes it to Westbrook. That catch good for only a couple.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all...
Oh, booth review.
They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews.
It's just a couple yards.
Official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Where did he have it?
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch
I
because
don't know, did
it
he?
didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on.
So that challenge
Coulda
is
gave me that.
successful one. To the air again, it's Cousins. That is
And D.D.
Westbrook's
Westbrook
got it.
is in there for another touchdown.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now this is a bounce
That's a
back
lead that
game
excites
from
the
that
team as they
loss
head into
of
the
last
half.
week.
Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that
Bounce
lead,
back.
and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
It's the
Not
Lions.
wanting to risk
I'll
anything
trust
here
it.
late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
Oh, Mackenzie Alexander is a tackle. Okay. Mackenzie came from his running back corner spot to get that tackle. Okay.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime
report. Let's see what the coach wants to say.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We get things started in the Midwest. Green Bay heading south to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. From there, it's over to our nation's capital to check on the football team at home at FedEx Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns thus far. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Cam Newton has thrown a touchdown pass. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And the rushing numbers should tell the story of why they trail at the half. They're still in single digits in yardage as a team through 2 quarters of play. That's not good. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
After this, I'm going to make an adjustment. It's not going to be Cousins for this half. I'm going to sub Cousins out and put Kellen Mond in. Cousins is playing hot. He's playing hot. But we need to get the rookie some reps.
To take over. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they get
there we go. Kellen Mond. His first throw.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a first down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL.
There we go,
he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Oh, what the hell did I do?
They run it again with Cook. And
that
play
that
goes
is not
nowhere.
good.
Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right.
A give. This is Cook. And he's got room. And he's
they tripped me. They tripped me.
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
We are.
This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
D.D. Westbrook.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4.
That is some good plays.
They got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cook. And here go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
They know.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Mond looks to throw. Touchdown!
And there we go, Thaddeus Moss with the touchdown.
Thaddeus Moss, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
I don't know.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this
So far, this is actually good.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boot away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine
they really have.
They went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to get
complete,
this
but
one
it's
up
not
to
complete
his
for
30
much.
before he's out of bounds. The reception good
35.
for 7. It's third down.
I think I should just...
Back to throw. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes.
He just freaking
when the second half
threw
comes in, it's real easy to get discouraged.
Neal all the way.
If you're going to get things started, you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Oh, Didi got some moves.
37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Hey,
and that last drive,
back to work, I
a
guess.
long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were
I want the running game
to do it on
going.
the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to a little bit more here in the second half.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got
Fighting for it.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Looking left
Fourth
side,
down.
he's got a man. That's Fitzgerald.
Not much. We're not giving the ball back to them this early.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL.
I think Kellen Mond has more passing yards than Detroit has, period.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Cook with a first down and much more.
The tiptoes on the sideline for Dalvin.
107 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
A quick throw complete to Fitzgerald. And he showed some fancy footwork on the
fancy footwork,
but then quickly taken
just
down.
fancy.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nothing.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
We're giving it to Cook.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Another tote for the
And he's getting
this
it.
afternoon. It's Cook.
There's nothing stopping Dalvin from cooking.
For a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
You need to keep extending the
Joseph
lead.
on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just held on to their big lead.
It truly was.
That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Ooh. I think my game is going to be the worst out of all the games this week. Just 42 to a goose egg. That's just pretty bad.
As they head back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. The throw complete here to Williams. And they work this well upfield.
A surprise victory. I'm the home team. Sometimes I wonder about the commentary.
Now gone. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Goff. Pass incomplete,
I think
but the flag in the
it's
backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Ooh, Harry the hit man. Harry the hit man. Come on, let's see that again. Let's see that again.
This game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the
Harry the hit man.
And now this happens. And
boom.
Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
But it was Harry the hit
have
man.
To be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Cook a first down and more. And past the 40.
Dalvin.
Out of bounds. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches
We need those. We needed those last week.
A little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one.
It was a good one.
First, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
We're getting it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy.
They do have smiles.
They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box.
Oh, I tried cutting it through the hole. I tried cutting it through that hole.
Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
We are.
Get this one down
We will be.
The 20-yard line. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge.
Yeah,
there.
they got me. They got me back.
This time they get him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Mon.
And Kellen got his second
The
touchdown.
carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I wanted this goal. I
He
wanted it.
has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Joseph now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to the
It was.
lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Vikings
19
score.
seconds left.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Nothing Detroit can do anymore.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
It really is nothing Detroit can do. I didn't really need to go for that touchdown, but wanted Kellen Mond to get another touchdown
because this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth
it's
quarter.
mostly when is he gonna get another chance?
Give a first down up past the 40.
This is his only chance of getting any scores.
This game was decided a while
Unless
ago.
if we get another game like this.
It's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well.
192 rushing yards. That's a lot different than the last game.
And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Vikings, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Alright, I'm just going to leave this off here. And if you guys liked it, smash that like button. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later, guys.
9,
Now that is it.
7,